Dun 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 dun. And they leave without Zidane. What the fuck? Seriously, what the fuck? I think they all really know that it's not really the end for him. They're not leaving him behind to die. They're leaving him behind to do something that none of them can really help with. So there you go. such a touching moment. But don't worry, this isn't the end yet, guys. We still have the following 25.5 million more endings, just like every other Final Fantasy game. Well, not every Final Fantasy game, but like Lord of the Rings 3 style, where there's 10.5 million endings. Kuja, can you hear me? I'm coming to get you! You still have time. Forget about me and go. Just shut up and stay where you are. I don't understand you. Alright, stretch it out. Okay, here goes nothing. Do it. Going for it. What you waiting for, Zidane? It's your moment, right? Do it. No hesitation. Here it comes. Why couldn't they animate this whole sequence, I wonder? Like, it's animated technically, but like it has all the awesome cutscene style, but then Zidane is still in his regular 3D model. So it's like it almost doesn't match up. Almost. It looks fine. It doesn't look bad or anything. It just looks weird. It seems like one small thing off about it. Anyway, it's a cool sequence. Just watch and enjoy. I literally don't have anything left to do in the game. I'm just reading dialogue from here on out. Why am I ruining the music? Into the hole. Hey, look, Kuja. I like how it like stops in time for a second. Well, he found him, but he kind of missed the mark a little bit. Oops. Ugh. Still alive. I guess that was pretty crazy. I don't know, maybe a little bit. I don't know, maybe just a little crazy. Hey, are you alright? Zidane? What are you doing here? I thought I told you to go. Wouldn't you do the same for me if you knew I was dying? Never mind. Your comrades were able to escape? Yeah, I knew you had something to do with it. I'm glad they made it. Yeah, well, it's our turn to get moving. I don't deserve to live after all that I've done. I'm useless to this world. No one's useless. You helped us escape, remember? After you guys beat me, I had nothing left, nothing more to lose. Then I finally realized what it means to live. I guess I was too late. Hey, don't get you dying on me, alright? Oh snap. The vines are coming for us. Might want to get the fuck out of here. Well then. Not looking too good. Not looking too good at all. Kuja. What you did was wrong. But you gave us all one thing. Hope. We were all created for the wrong reason, but you alone defied our fate. We do not want to forget this. We want your memory to live on forever. To remind us that we were not created for the wrong reason. That our life has meaning. That they weren't created for nothing. Sometime later. Dun dun dun. Which is ... And wow, looks like we're back to Alexandria and it's looking pretty fixed up. That's cool. It's almost like a callback to the beginning. So this is Alexandria. Boom. Pick up the pace, will ya? I don't believe it, Vivi. Vivi? How do you know that name? What are you talking about? It's me, Puck. How could you forget me? Puck? You know Puck? The Prince of Bermesia? Oh, come on. What's wrong with you? If you're not Vivi, then who are you? I'm... Vivi's son! What? Oh my god! There's a million Vivis! Run! Army of Vivi! Look at all the Vivis! Oh, it's awesome. I don't remember all the ending scenes we're about to see, so I'm always good with it. I always talked about you, Zidane. How you were a very special person to us. Because you taught us all how important life is. There's oh look, Freya and her hubby. Are you not leaving soon? Yes, I can hardly wait to see everyone. Alexandria. I went there many years ago. How long will it take to rebuild Bermesia? I don't care. As long as I'm with you. I don't know which one's talking anymore. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. I love you, Freya. Yet he still doesn't remember our past. So sad. I just want to cherish our time right now. Freya got to be with her Fratly. You taught me that life doesn't last forever. That's why we have to help each other. And live life to the fullest. Ah, man. These endings right here are just the epitome of why all the characters have such good development in this game. It's so great. I fucking love it. It's time to say goodbye to this room. Save the queen, you have served me well. My duty is finished here. Wait, Beatrix is retiring? Farewell, Alexandria. Beatrix can't retire. She's the fucking beast of all beasties. Even if you say goodbye, you'll always be in our hearts. So, I know we're not alone anymore. That's about as British as I ever made Beatrix in my life. What is wrong with me? I don't know. It's too hard to have this many different voices, man. I'm not good enough with accents to do it. Hey. Oh shit, Lonnie, I forgot about her. Why are you going to Alexandria? You're not going? Hey, I never said that! Hey, wait! Wow, that's an ending. Why I was born. How I wanted to live. Thanks for giving me time to think. You're welcome. I didn't know you hadn't have enough time on your hands to think. Oh look, it's Kina again. Good food not only delicious. Good food made with heart. This very important when cooking for friends. To keep doing what you set your heart on.
It's a very hard thing to do. We were all so courageous.
Indeed we were. I don't think the person saying each of these things is like the person's cutscene that it is. I'm not 100% sure on that at least. Hurry, hurry! We gotta get there before the play begins! Haha, there's no need to hurry. The theater ship is no match for my new ship. My new Hildegard is the fastest ship ever. Do I have to remind you? You said the same thing about the theater ship. That's what you said, Father. Father? Aiko, what did you just call me? Darling, she called you Father. Father, Mother, hurry! Say it again, Aiko. Apparently, Aiko was adopted by Sid and Hilda. That's pretty cool. What to do when I felt lonely. That was the only thing you couldn't teach me. But we need to figure out the answer for ourselves. I love seeing the aftermath to all this. It's pretty awesome. Uh-oh. You know what this is gonna be.
Beatrix! Dun dun dun. Where are you going?
Please don't ask. My mind is already set.
Wait. Listen to me. I never wish to lose you again.
Steiner.
Let us protect the Queen together.
Oh snap. Bow chicka wow wow.
I'm so happy I met everyone. I wish we could have gone on more adventures. But I guess we all have to say goodbye someday. Indeed we do. Some days we have to give it all up.
Hey look, it's the crew. Sup, crew?
Alright, you scumbags, we're almost there.
Been a long time since we last saw Alexandria. Let's give them a show they won't forget. I don't even know who's talking. Yeehaw! Break a leg, people. Alright. Tantalus is doing good. Everyone, thank you. I think this might be Garnet talking the whole time. Farewell. It's either that or Zidane. I'm not exactly sure who's doing all this dialogue the whole time, but we're almost at the end here. I think it might be Zidane, though. My memories will be part of the sky. The sky or the sky? Sounds the same to me. Oh, look. And there she is. Still got Steiner. Gardner back forever. Awesome. And Beatrix, she didn't walk away. Awesome. The theater ship will arrive any minute. It's been so long. I can't wait to see everyone. But it'll never be the same. I have to let go of the past. I have to move on, just like he taught me. Are you trying to say that Zidane ain't around no more? Are you kidding me? Yeah, right. Happily ever after is the only way these end. They can't end sad. Anyway, it looks like we're having another thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight's performance is a story that takes place long ago. Long ago. Our heroine, Princess Cornelia, is torn from her lover Marcus. She attempts to flee the castle only to be captured by her father, King Leo. Tonight's story begins when Marcus and Cornelia decide to run away together. And now, your Royal Majesty Queen Garnet, Lord Steiner, Lady Beatrix, noble ladies and lords of our rooftop viewers, Tantalus proudly presents I Want to Be Your Canary.
Alright. Same play we put on in the beginning of the game. That's pretty cool. Nice little full circle moment. Marcus. Should I do the country accent for her? Sweet Marcus, I fear I love thee more than I should. Princess, wilt thou be happy, married? And then whatever. I'm not even going to read this. Just listen. Just watch for yourself. Anyway. Yeah, king's only done her husband desired wish for me, wish for. After our nuptials, shall I become no more than a puppet? A mindless puppet, never to laugh, never to cry. I wish to live my life under the sky. At times I shall laugh, at other times cry, for no life is more insincere than living as masquerade. It'd be funny to hear a girl with a country accent actually do a Shakespeare play, and she just can't do. She just can't have a regular English accent. That'd be funny. The cage of my bosom. Sorry. Whenever I see the word bosom, I can't help but just tee-hee a little bit. Just a little bit. No cloud, no squall shall hinder us. You saw that, right? That's actually supposed to be kind of a reference to cloud and squall from obvious references. Fie! It shall be war again unless this marriage is stopped. I like that we get to see the play, like, uninterrupted this time. It's pretty cool how they did this. Good day to ye, Highness. Good day to you. Wist thee of Marcus? Marcus? What dost thou bring in this? Oh, bitch. Blank just punched her in the stomach. Not cool, bro. Not coolio. Not coolio at all. Where is she? Where has mine only daughter gone? Blank, good man, hast thou seen Cornelia? Worry not, Majesty. I shall make sure Cornelia marries Prince Schneider. At thee, sayest thou, how can I rest not knowing she is safe? Could it be thou hast betrayed me? But my troth, sir, I betrayed none other than Marcus. Blah, blah, blah. Wouldst thou not betray me as swiftly? Oh, shit. Blank is dead. That traitor is dead. Oh, cruel fate. Oh, God, Bonero and Gennaro, they're hilarious. You two quickly find Cornelia and bring her before me. Yes, your majesty. Wretched daughter, how dare she disobey her father's wishes? I told you this ending was long, man. I told you it was. I wasn't kidding. Like, we haven't even got to the credit roll yet, so just keep on enjoying. The time for departure is long past. Where is Cornelia? Marcus, the ship soon embarks. Board ye this boat alone, and peace could come to both kingdoms as Blank so said. Speak, Marcus. She told me that she could not live without me. So the sun is our enemy too. The eastern sky grows bright. Will we not spread our wings out yonder birds in joyous flight? Hey Marcus, they cannot wait any longer. The ship departs. Could she have betrayed me? Nay, ne'er would my love speak false. I must have faith. She shall appear if I only believe. As the sun lends me no ear, I pray instead to the twin moons. I beseech thee, wondrous moonlight, grant me my only wish. Booyah! Bring my beloved Garnet to me! Dun dun dun! Damn right, guys. It was all a big swerve! It wasn't actually Marcus. It was guess who? Now Garnet's super excited. Beatrix and Steiner are like, never mind, we're just opening the door for you. Oh god, I love this shit, man. It's such a good happy ending. I love it. I love it so much. This is the only part of the ending I really remembered. I didn't really remember all the little scenes every single character had, but I most definitely remembered this part because it's just all the feels. And it's not like I have all the feels the same. Like, I wouldn't have the feels now if I was playing this brand new, never played it before. But, like, when I was a kid and played this, This part just, man, all the feels. Who needs that crystal? Nobody needs that shit. You don't need that. She just walked away from it like, I ain't need that shit. She just throws her crown down. Nice. Nice. Exactly the reaction you would expect. Anger and overwhelming joy. Why did you leave me behind? But you didn't. And all the VVs celebrate. So many VVs. The so many VVs thing is funny. Nice. Steiner and Beatrix end up together. Everything works out for the best. Oh, it's so good, guys. It's so fucking good. I love it. I love it so much. How did you survive? I didn't have a choice. I had to live. I wanted to come home to you. So, I sang your song. Our song. Yeah, buddy. What song was that? Well, let's listen to it while we watch the last of the ending. I'm pretty sure we're at the end, the real end here now, and the credits should be rolling any moment. One last awesome view of Alexandria. This game is so good, guys. I friggin' love it. And now that I've played it again after it's been a while, it makes me remember how much I really, really love it in comparison to the rest of the series. And even just like as part of my favorite games of all time in general. I freaking love Final Fantasy IX. It's so good. I mean, I don't even really have anything else to say other than that in terms of like review for the game. It's just really fucking good. Music is great. Character development is probably the best in all of the 3D Final Fantasies, and that includes 10 and anything that comes after that as well. Probably the best character development, all of them, and the ATEs have a big thing to do with that. It's just so good. So good. I love it. I love it a lot. And the music is just so underrated. Like, when you talk about Final Fantasy soundtracks, you very rarely hear about Final Fantasy IX as being one of the top ones. But even Nobuo Uematsu himself has said that Final Fantasy IX soundtrack is one of the best that he's done. And I have to agree, it's very freaking good. Because it's a nice little throwback to all the Final Fantasies, like all rolled up into one game, and it's just tons of different tracks. There's not a whole lot of tracks that are identical. If any of the tracks have the same harmony, the rest of the beat of the song is different. It's really good. He just mixed it up so well with the soundtrack. It's so good. Anyway, yeah, it's so many things about the game are just really good. Just done so well. And it's sad to think that this is the last Final Fantasy that's like this. Final Fantasy X is not too far different from the rest of the series, other than a few major things that are missing, which I'll get to when we get to 10, which is obviously next. But I'm just saying, this is the last Final Fantasy that was done this way, and it's kind of sad to think that there probably will never be one like this ever again, unless they just keep remaking these old ones, which I still hope for one day. But I'll just keep hope for that. I mean, Final Fantasy VII Remake, HD Remake, has been something that has been just, people have been frothing at the mouth over for years, and if they ever actually do it, it'll probably be, I mean, it's probably going to be one of the biggest things they've ever done, but even so, it'll be worth it. And, I mean, maybe it'll lead them to redoing 8 and 9 as well. Who knows? We'll just look forward to that one day. And I guess that's all I really have to say about this game in particular. I love it so much. Oh, wait, no, I have one more thing about the LP. You know how I was doing the reference counter the whole time? There's been a bunch of overall references that are like for the entirety of the story, but I didn't really want to count them because it's big correlations with the whole story as a whole, and I wanted to wait till we were at the end and after we learned about the whole crystal thing at the end to even really make comparisons. So even though I didn't really count any more references in these last few episodes in the final dungeons and stuff, especially during the final battle, I just didn't count any references if there was any, because I just didn't want to take away from the ending. But just know that there's a bunch more stuff that I didn't even cover in terms of references and allusions to the old games of the Final Fantasy series, that this game is just chock full of them. I mean, if I literally wanted to say every single one, we would be micro-analyzing every little thing about this game. And we could compare just about everything in this game to something else in the series, even if it's something that's occurred in every game in the series. But like, stuff like, okay, in most of the towns there was like a church or a holy place in the original Final Fantasy series, like the first few games. Churches were a big thing where the only place to heal was a church. So, I mean, there was that. In this game, there was a bunch of churches and holy places. That was a good throwback to the old games. I mean, stuff like that I didn't really want to get too much into. Or even that the whole story was about a crystal, and the crystal was broken into 4 pieces and spread across the land and all that stuff. I mean, I did actually talk about the crystal thing at some point, but, like, that was supposed to be because the games were never about the crystals after, at least, there wasn't really crystals in 6. 5 was kind of the last one that was about the crystals. 6 was like after the crystals are gone type of world. But yeah, you get the point, right? Just so many little allusions that I could have went through. And there's a bunch of little one-liners that I didn't even talk about. Like that Squall and Cloud line in the play at the end. That's technically a reference to 7 and 8, but I'm not going to bother doing the counter anymore. This is the end. The counter ended up being a little, what, over 60-something? That's pretty good for just off the top of my head remembering things and other small things that I read about along the way. So that was good enough. Anyway, yeah, I think that's all I really want to talk about for this Let's Play. This Let's Play was really fun. I love doing Final Fantasy games, and my quest to LP all of the main series will continue with Final Fantasy X, which will come up very soon. It may not start tomorrow, but I'm definitely going to get to it as soon as I feel like starting it. I do want to start it very soon because I want to get to it. I don't want to postpone getting to it, so I want to get to it as quickly as possible. But I do have a little bit of preparation I got to do, as I do with all Final Fantasies. Got to make my shorthand guide, of course. I haven't done that yet. But yeah, I very much look forward to playing Final Fantasy X again. It's been a long time, and the biggest thing I'm excited for is the fact that they have the Final Fantasy X HD remake that I'm going to be playing. So even better, not only will I be playing a game I haven't played in a while, but I'll be able to play the updated, prettier looking version with uncompressed music on the PS3. Exciting. Very exciting. And all the extra content that goes along with the PAL version of the game, which is also something that needs to be talked about, and I also researched a little bit so I know what the differences are between that and the American version. Like the Dark Aeon stuff, but let's not talk too much about 10 right now. Whew, man, 9, it's so good. So good. So good. I think we're about at the end of the credits here, though. I think almost. I mean, we're already, if you're looking at the cutscenes, we basically have to watch all the cutscenes again, and we're at the last one here. One thing I didn't talk about was, you know how there was an army of Vivis at the end, and the original Vivi is just not there? Well, that's actually alluding to the fact that the original Vivi is probably dead, which is actually really sad to think, that the original Vivi is probably dead. So they had to make an army of Vivis to replace him. Cool and sad at the same time. And I think that does it, guys. Takeshi and Suzuki are the executive producers, and there's Sakaguchi, the man. Yeah, the conceptioneer. And that's it, guys. Final Fantasy IX, book closed. Write it down. Booyah. The end. Copyright 2000. Oh yeah. And unlike the other Final Fantasies I have done, at least the last 2, there will not be any bonus episodes. I did all of the extra stuff that I planned on doing in this playthrough. I have 0 bonus episodes planned for this. There really isn't much stuff that I didn't do other than getting Excalibur 2 and some minor, small cutscene stuff. But no, like, major bosses or stuff like that. I didn't miss any of that kind of thing. And I pretty much got all the abilities for everyone. I didn't miss anything like that, other than maybe something I didn't learn yet. But I had all the items to learn all the abilities if I didn't finish doing that.
I mean, for gosh sakes, I even finished getting all the Keena's blue magic, which I'd never done before. But anyway, I think that's going to wrap up this Let's Play once and for all. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I always do, with Final Fantasy especially. And I will see you guys on Final Fantasy X, which comes out soon. So, I'll see you guys then. Peace!
Her heart underneath cries quietly. This part of me I choose not to see. What lives must I take for fealty's sake? How much blood must stain this warrior's blade? War leaves its trail in moonlight so pale. Its shadows they flow in rivers and rivers. So put on my mask, I'll go where they ask, so I might once again see the roses of May, staining my soul and stinging my eyes. The red on my hands will wash away, nowhere to run from what I have done. I'm no longer a rose of May. Fate holds the blade before you, mirrored in maiden's eyes. Far from myself I fly into the perilous skies, and they said follow the blade before you, fearful and courage rise. Leave all your tears behind you, far from where innocence lies. Cage of the kings, no need for wings, so turn them to stone, from roses to bone. When you look at me, what do you see? This costume I weave, disfiguring me. War leaves its trail in moonlight so pale. Its shadows they flow in rivers and rivers. So put on my mask, I'll go where they ask, so I might once again see the roses of May, staining my soul and stinging my eyes. The red on my hands will wash away, nowhere to run from what I have done. I'm no longer a rose of May. Storm clouds are creeping closer, danger is drawing near. Why am I not protecting all that I once held dear? And you said break me from all that holds you, king's hand and maiden's tear. Run now into my arms, together we'll conquer our fears. Led here by fate, no longer afraid. So here now